morning, good evening, good afternoon. Actually, last week we had a very good week. We made a lot of profit for the market. As we predicted on DXY, according to our analysts, it actually responded to the levels that we are waiting for. When we also look at Euro JPY, also push down for about 200 pips. When we look at GDP AUD, GDP NZD, so many pairs that we did the analysis already responded to the levels that we actually predicted. So this week too, let's keep going and look at the upcoming setups. Before we start, we first have to look at DXY to see next week where we are going to actually invest from. So when we look at the trend, so the market still respects the trend line, and when we look at the top side also, actually we start from here. We are expecting market to move all the way back up to this level, and we are also expecting market to test the next level of the trend line, which we are looking at it somewhere here. So this level actually is a previous low level, which we're expecting market to test this level before going back down. So as we can see, we have a confirmation of an uptrend on DXY, and therefore our focus is still in the trend. I said that if the market break the trend below, as last week I was saying, if the market break below this side, we are going to look for a sell, but still it's respected level. So we are going to get one more push up to the DXY. If this level get broken, we get a retest and push up to the trend line. This will give us the fourth test of the trend line, which we are going to see a major pullback down or consolidation before the market continue a trend. As we can see, euro is very weak according to the data that was released this week. Investor realized that euro is very weak. That's what we see. The yen actually pushing up a lot because US dollar too was weak and euro is weak, so investors were pulling funds to the yen. That's why. So from next week going to, we are going to see a lot of push from the yen, whereby the yen is going to also perform very well from next week going. And actually next week there are not going to be a lot of news coming up. We have the US GDP, Canadian GDP, pound, GBP, GDP. That's the British pound GDP. So according to our analysts, we are still expecting a buy, a sell in Euro USD if this market continues up. So let's go to 1 hour and see if we can get some pullbacks down from the market before we see any trend moving up. So we'll do the rest of the analysis on the Euro USD so that we can further look at how this is. But for now, with the index, we are looking to see it pushing back to test the previous high. That's a 97.73. That's the level that we should expect. If it breaks that level, our next level should be 98.87. So for next week, Euro USD, we should expect more sell in the market. Now let's go to our chart and see which currency that we should start focusing on. This week we are not going to look at a lot of pairs. We are just going to look at a few pairs. But before we do anything, we start from WTI. As we can see, they made about 200 pips move. It was very nice. Actually, I also opened this all happening on WTI. So as I said, we are expecting a pullback all the way here or there. Those two resistance level, we should expect these two to be tested. When it gets tested, we are going to look for a sell from here all the way down to 57. or from here all the way down to 56. So we should expect this for the market. Then we will have a very good opportunity. Euro USD, as I said, we are in a downtrend. So let me show you the chart so they can see it very well. As you can see, we are really in a downtrend here in Euro USD. So Euro USD, as we are there to see a pattern being formed, and right now we see this level being tested again. And as I said, this level is our major resistance level, which market is keeping on rejecting this level. Now, since we got the rejection of this level, we are seeing market continue to push down all the way back to 1.11755. If we get a break from 1.11755, we should expect market to push all the way to 1.11. 1.11 is somewhere here. We should get this kind of push. So let's go to FOREX and let me show you where we are expecting the setup. Now we realize that market has broken below the 2 moving average. If we are able to get a pullback to test this previous low, we will see market moving all the way from here to all the way down to this level. We should expect market now. Market is trading at 1.1300, but we are expecting a pullback to test the previous low. If you get a pullback, we should look for sell at this zone so that we can see that our trend line is being respected. So this should be our focus. Our selling point should be around this zone, which will really help us. And let's look at GDP JPY. GDP JPY break a trend line. As you can see, we are in a trend line and got broken. Now this is a previous low, and as you can see, our moving average, the 200 moving average, is really trying to fight with the bias to push the market all the way down. When we see this place is the previous low, and market tests the previous low, it's consolidation there. Now if we are able to get one push up all the way up, and we should start looking for a sell. This will be our first exit. This will be our second exit, which was the gap over here, and this should be our third exit. We should see market push all the way down to this level. Okay, so this for our chart. Now let's go to USDJPY. USDJPY is also a very good setup which broke out from a trend. We will see market continue to sell all the way down. Now, as I said, next we are going to still see yen strengthening. So if we can get a pullback to test this previous low, we'll get a pullback all the way down here to 1.08.45. Now, so this area should be our focus right now. We need a pullback to test this trend line, this previous low. If we get a pullback, we will be able to trade. Now remember, the trend has been broken. Now a new trend is being formed now, so we should expect market to, and all this place, there's no other major support here. So this place is still a gap that is there, which market is going to really push down to hit a level before it can stop. Now when we move to New Zealand JPY, we're also expecting a pullback all the way back up to test the previous low, the broken support and into resistance, and we see market push all the way down to the previous low. If we don't get, and we get a push straight ahead all the way here, we should expect market to push up to test this place, this previous low. So we are not looking for a buy or anything. All we are looking for is a sell. Market should push back and tell our previous low, and we can focus on that side. CHFJPY also, we're expecting it to push all the way back here to test its previous low, and we can continue to sell. Now USD card, as we predicted last week, we mentioned that we are going to still see a buying happening in USD card, and actually it was true. USD card really buy, and we made a lot of opportunity out of it. The total pips that we made this week is close 500 pips, and it's actually when you start following FX Change Academy, you'll be able to get good signals for free and also well explained setups for you to understand your in and out of the trade for it to help you. So right now, what we are still expecting that USD CAD will continue to go up, but if we get a pullback to test this previous low, we'll see market push all the way above the zone to test this level. So we should expect a pullback before we start looking for a buy in USD CAD. I was expecting that we can get a pullback here to test this level. So if we get a pullback here and we see a price action testing this level, we can also look for a sell. Looking at how good price is going to look like, we should expect more buy in USD CAD. Euro JPY had a very wonderful day as we predicted. Now where it is now is sitting at a very good support level, but if we're able to get a pullback, if we're able to get a pullback from here or this side, we should expect market to push all the way down here, there, or this side to test the previous lows and highs there. Now gold also, we are still in check with gold, and I'm expecting that if we can get a another pullback to test this level, you can see sellers entering the market to push the market all the way down to another level. Euro GDP. Euro GDP, I don't want to talk about it too much, but why it is sitting at a neutral level. But if we can get a pullback all the way back here, then we can start looking for a sell. I think that's it for today. You guys should focus on the few pairs I've given out, and let's see how it goes. So I'll end here. If there's any other changes, I'll let you guys know. But for now, next week we are going to take it cool because a lot of setups will take time before forming. So we are going to take it cool and see setup which is suitable to us, and we start investing. So that's it, guys. Let's see how things go. All you need is good setup, one good setup to open trade on, and that will be it. So have a nice day. Please don't forget to subscribe to my link and also like and share. If you have any issue, you send me an email and I'll be very happy to reply.